Hi and welcome to Yoga with Ilona. I'm Ilona and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to come through Chaturanga Dandasana, otherwise known as half push-up, upward facing dog. In many yoga classes and different styles of yoga, you will flow through downward dog, plank, Chaturanga and upward facing dog, and often it's something that the teacher just goes through quickly or doesn't really explain, and especially for beginners it can be super confusing. So if this video is helpful for you, don't forget to like it, comment below to ask me any questions or tell me what you want to see next, and please subscribe. So first of all, it is super important to not confuse Chaturanga with knees, chest and chin, which is the other transition that we do in a yoga flow and especially in the sun salutations. I will first show you that just so that you understand the difference between knees, chest, chin and Chaturanga, because they're totally different, and often in my yoga classes I see students kind of mixing the two up. So knees, chest, chin goes like this. We start in downward facing dog. Breathing in, you come forward into a plank, and then as you exhale, come through knees come to the ground, then squeezing the elbows in, lower the chest and chin, and the pelvis stays lifted here. And then as you breathe in, you scoop forward into a low cobra, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then push back to downward facing dog. So that is often a transition that yoga teachers will offer as an alternative to Chaturanga if Chaturanga is not something you can access easily. So now I'll show you the Chaturanga vinyasa. So once again, starting in downward facing dog, same again, breathing in, you come forward to plank, taking the shoulders over the wrists. Then you tip very slightly forward on your toes as you breathe in and squeeze the elbows in, lowering to a half push-up. Then on the inhale, come onto the tops of the feet, finding upward facing dog, engaging the thighs, engaging the legs, lifting everything. Only the hands and the tops of the feet are on the mat. And then with the exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog once again. So I will flow through that again, showing you with a breath, and then we can workshop those individual poses. And I will show you a modification you can do while you're building your arm strength. And obviously a half push-up is quite a physically challenging thing to do, so I will show you a variation that you can come through while you're building your arm strength to be able to do it. So just going through that one more time. Exhaling in downward facing dog. Breathe in, coming forward into plank. Heels push back, hips come down, straight line with the body. Then I tip forward slightly and exhale halfway down, elbows hugging in to half push-up, and then breathe in, finding upward facing dog on the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming down onto the knees again. So please do pause the video, go back, watch that again, have a go for yourself. I will now workshop the transition for you so you can see exactly how I'm doing it. So in plank, I want my hands to be really spreading wide to look after my wrists. I'm using the whole strength of both hands. I'm spreading the fingers as wide as they'll go and planting down through the palms of the hands. Option to come onto the knees and create a plank on the knees. So if coming through a full half push-up is too much for you, then you can do so on the knees, coming down into a half push-up and up into upward facing dog, like so. So to come into the half push-up, rather than like an army push-up where you have your hands wide and you're pressing the elbows out as you come down, in yoga we have the hands directly under the shoulders, the wrists under the shoulders, and we hug the elbows in and back into the rib cage, like so. Okay, so this is really a lot of work for your triceps especially, and also the muscles in your back of your neck. So I do recommend starting doing the half push-up on your knees and then progressing to do it on your toes when your arms are stronger. So from the plank, nice and strong in plank, hips are down, we're trying to create a straight line with the body. Again, spreading wide into the fingers, elbows go back and in, halfway down, and then breathing into upward facing dog. Once again, my hands are spreading really wide. I'm not just dumping my weight in my wrists, and my thighs are super engaged to lift my legs off the mat. And I'm finding the opening in my chest, not just dumping the weight into my lower back. Okay? So let's put it all together. Starting in downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward to plank. Option to bring the knees down. Come through a half push-up as you exhale. Breathe in to upward facing dog and exhale to downward facing dog. So there you have it, Chaturanga Dandasana. I really hope this video was helpful, especially if you are a beginner and you are feeling confused. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know if you have any other questions, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new yoga videos every single week. If you did enjoy this, I also have a whole series for total beginners, which I will link down below. Please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.